What is up, people? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel with a brand new car on Forza Horizon 5. I'm actually kind of hyped to show you guys all the new cars that are coming out. I was just listening to it. I just wanted to hear what this thing sounded like. But yeah, I'm actually hyped to show you guys all the new cars that have been added to this game and that are coming out now over the next few weeks. Pretty interesting things. Pretty interesting cars. And I'm actually kind of excited with what they've added in this month's pass. So our very first car is this, the Bentley Flying Spur. Now this is the car that we're going to take a look at in today's video. We're going to see what sort of modifications, upgrades and stuff like that we can do to it. And I think I'm going to slam this thing. I think I'm just going to lower it and have it look just absolutely baller, pretty much. I don't think I'm going to do anything crazy to it. I'm not going to like turn it into like a race car or anything like that. Not everything needs to be maxed out, but I will, however, I think lower it and just have it just as a little cruising around car, because it is pretty much what it is in real life. It's just a big luxury like boat that you drive around, and it's cool. I like it. This is a driver's car, because I feel like the Rolls Royces, like the Phantoms and the Ghosts and Wraiths and all that sort of stuff, even though some of them are two-door, I still would take a Bentley over it. I think Rolls Royces are to be driven in, where Bentleys are to drive, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, also real quick, I ended up making a brand new video over on my IRL car channel, so if you want to go ahead and watch that, link to that is down in the description box below. Go check it out. I actually talk about the car designs, modern car designs, and what I think of them and how weird they are. It's all to do because I mean, to be honest, I wanted to make that video a while back, but now it kind of sparked it even more because of the new release of the Jaguar concept thing, that big whole thing that's going on with it. So I made a video discussing all of that over on that channel. So if you want to have a little look at that, then link to that is down below. Anyway, yeah. So this thing right now, with the sound, I can't really tell that this is. Is this the W12? It's not the W12. I don't think it is. It's kind of like a weird sound. It might actually be the W12. It's either the W12 or the V8. But I think this might be. This might be the W12. It's got a very distinctive sound. I mean, we can have a look. It's a 6-liter W12. It is. It sounded very weird for a W12. I think the W12 it doesn't really have like a very, noticeable sound, because there's obviously not really a lot of engines with this. God damn it, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. There's not really a lot of engines that sound like this thing. There's not really a lot of W engines in the world that, we can compare this thing to. So this is what the Flying Spur looks like. It's just a big ball of like white luxury by the looks of things. Crystals in the headlights. Massive 6-liter W12 from Volkswagen, of course. Big old beast. Huge wheels. We'll have a look at those. I think they're like maybe like 22s all the way around. This thing's a monster. It is enormous. I wonder how much it weighs. I bet it still weighs less than the new M5. What are we looking at for the back? It has a rear screen in the back as well. See some of the stitching in the door. Speakers, obviously the seat controls as well for the rear, since this is big old boat. Yeah, it does have like a little center screen there. Okay. I'm not sure what that quality is. It just looks really crap. Why does it look like these aren't modeled? Am I wrong in saying that? It just looks like the seats. No, the seats are. I need to go into photo mode to have a look at these in more detail. What is that? What the hell is that? For the seats. They're supposed to be leather, but what in the world is that? See, the front seats have the plastic bit on the side, but then they also, or is it? It's not even plastic, is it? That is just so strange looking. That looks like such low quality in the back. Because these are supposed to be separated rear seats. What the hell? Forza quality, back at it again. What in the world, man? They have the logo on the back of the rear headrest or whatever, but there's like no like shading or shadows or anything like that. It just looks. It doesn't even have carpets. What's going on? What's happening to the detail of this car? Why have they done this? Look at the shape of the seat as well. You can see the polygons in it. Okay, this is probably one of the worst detailed interiors I've ever seen in a Forza car so far. And for a lot of these, I think they've done a really, really good job. Bro, I want to have a look at something. I want to see if this is the same thing that they've done with the previous one. And I don't think they have, because there's an older Bentley four-door that we can actually check out in this, which is a Turbo R. I don't think there's anything else. There's the Continentals, but I don't really want to look at those. And the Bentayga. But I want to have a look at the Turbo R, right? Let's have a quick look at the interior of this thing. I can't explode it. Why can't I explode it? I don't know why. That is completely different on the inside. Look at the leather on the backrest. And you can see the detail in the seats. You can see stitching in the seat and everything. What the fuck, Forza? What are you lot doing, man? What? That is just vile. Why did you, like, just not, like, do any detail work on the rear of this car? Let's sit in the front a little bit. Stitching on the steering wheel, right? Wooden dash and everything like that. You have stitching on the front seat, stitching on the armrest in the middle. Loads of leather stitching on the dash and stuff like that, which looks nice, right? Let me turn this on. Right. All of that is turned on. You can see the detail in the front door as well. Like, that's just a... It looks good. Then you go to the back and it looks like shit. What? Why have they done that then? I feel like I'm spending way too long looking at the details on the details on the rear end of this thing, or on the rear, like, passenger area. Jesus. I mean, overall, the shape of this thing and everything on the outside looks pretty normal and looks good. But then you go to the back and it just looks disgusting. Whatever the hell that is going on over there. We have a lot of engines for this thing. We have a lot of engines for this thing. Jesus. We can be turning into whatever we want. We even have this, the 6-liter W12 from something else. It's another Bentley. Most likely a Continental, right? But I mean, this one still has the exact same 6-liter W12 in it, except it makes less power. Pretty much. That's it. There's no other difference. Alright, so, like I said, I do definitely want to get this thing... Does this sound the same? Sounds quite similar, except it sounds like it's got more, like, turbo pressure. That's it. Disgusting Forza Aero, so I'm not even gonna touch any of those. Alright, what are we looking at for wheels here? No, I can't even change the wheel size. What? What if I add, like, aftermarket wheels? Can I change the wheel size? No, I can't even do that. Right, so we're stuck with the standard wheel size that we have here. I'll put some spacers in the front and the rear, I think, because it'll look a lot better once we actually slam this thing and we lower it. As for the actual wheels themselves, multi-piece wheels would probably work well for this thing. I mean, we're gonna, like, absolutely slam this thing into the... Right. We are gonna absolutely slam this thing into the floor, so we're gonna make it really, really low. What this looks like... It's just the completely wrong wheels. It looks like it's supposed to go on an S-Class because it's the Brabus wheels, but then, you know, it's going on this. I do not mind some multi-spokes going on with this thing. What would people put on this car? In terms of wheels? I don't really know. Like, stuff like this just doesn't suit it too much, does it? Like, I really like the original wheels. I think they look quite good. Stuff like this, I think, would probably get people to slap them on. Should I put, like, really disgusting, like... I'm kind of tempted to put, there's like a set of wheels that I'm thinking of. Put stuff like this on them. Put these rotiforms on it and then just paint them chrome. This is... Should try some multi-spokes and see what it looks like. I think a darker color would also look maybe nicer on this thing. I don't really know, to be honest with you. As for wheel width, we're already at 275s in the front and 315s in the rear. I guess in the rear we can probably go a little wider, maybe 325s. I mean, it doesn't really make too much of a difference because, like I said, I am gonna just absolutely slam this thing onto the floor. It doesn't actually go a lot lower though. If I do end up putting, maybe a little bit. Yeah, I'll put these tires on it obviously because I just want to get this thing to be as low as possible. As for upgrades, I will give it a bunch more power because I feel like once we bring it onto my special map, once I bring it over onto the map, where this thing, okay, that does get quite low. That does get pretty low. I hope we can go even lower than that though. But we'll see. I'm not gonna upgrade this thing to carbon ceramics with the brakes because I don't think it'll look good. I guess we'll max out the engine because then we can actually see how much power this engine can actually put out. Absolutely zero change in sound. This is a very low effort car, I'm gonna have to say. Apart from the exterior design, this is a very low effort car. So Forza, I feel like you're either getting very, very lazy with your cars when you're adding them into the game, or I don't know what's going on, but this is super low effort. And now, to get this thing to look as low as possible, let's do that. I don't actually want that extreme front camera, so I'm going to do that. Rear is fine. Toe, no toe over there. Anti-roll bars, doesn't really make too much of a difference, but I'm going to soften them all the way. As well, we can't get any lower. Springs, however, I will end up going as soft as possible. Dampers, again, as soft as possible. And then everything else doesn't really make too much of a difference. We'll just do that. Why not? Alright, let's look at design and paints. See what sort of paints are available for this thing. I'm gonna guess we're gonna have very similar ones too. No, we don't. The green looks really good on this thing. I've seen this thing in green before. God, some of the... What is going on? The red looks great though. Oh my god, the red with the black accents everywhere. And like the bright colored wheels. That looks very, very good. Super, super clean in the red. And then we have this like silver color, which I don't really know if I want to have it in like silver. Even this purple's just mad looking. The blue looks good too, but the red looks great. The red definitely looks the best. Alright, for the wheels. Let me have a quick look. The face I'm going to get brushed. At the very least. Or do I go full chrome for the wheels? Or at least like full like aluminium. So it looks more like they're diamond cut. Nah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I do not like it. I think we go full chrome. Let's go full chrome. See what it looks like. There's loads of little chrome accents all over the car as well, so that's probably why. This might look really good in full chrome. Ah, the wheels just aren't shiny. These wheels are just not shiny. That's just what it is. Because if I go to a different set of wheels, they will definitely be a lot shinier than these. And chrome is definitely not going to look just silver. Let me show you what I mean. We'll change to a different set of wheels. See what I mean? Look at the standard Bentley wheels in chrome. They look crazy compared to these, which just aren't chrome. I'm kind of tempted to just leave the Bentleys on. I'm not even going to lie to you. They actually don't even look that bad. But now they're just full on chrome, so it matches all the rest of the car itself. Oh god. It's just a bit boring though, isn't it? Just leaving it just completely stock looking. Well, it's not stock looking, but it's just leaving it standard like this. Alright, it looks good in red though. I want to bring it over onto... It looks really, really good from the outside. I love super, super low Bentleys like this. So long as well. It's so low and long. Oh my god. Alright. Let me bring it over to my map where it actually presses the car down. If you guys want to play around on this map, you can do so. I've shared these maps before. It's not my favorites. What am I looking at? My events. I've shared all these events before. We'll go to wet evening because usually with the wet version of the map, you can see those really nice reflections everywhere because the ground is all wet. Oh my god! See how much more it got pressed down? Oh, it's glitched. It is straight up glitched. This is... Oh. That is just fully glitched into the floor. That's ridiculous. What's the middle bit? The center of the car, does that like glitch into the ground? This would be unreal for photos though. This is what I'm talking about. If you want to go on the map like this and then just take some photos and stuff, it is perfect. I kind of want to bring it on the highway and just take pictures of it. The only problem is you can't actually like fast travel anywhere, so you're gonna have to drive literally everywhere. Also, I have made it so obviously, even though you have a ton of pressure down on the car because of, you know, gravity changes on the map, I did give it like a bunch more torque as well, so the multipliers should be evened out nicely. That is probably one of the lowest cars in the game. Oh my god, look at it. Oh, it looks ridiculous. I think I might need to change my wheel setup a little bit. Give it the different... Okay, let me do that. Let me go and give it... Or make it even wider. Alright, let's go back into my map again. It's so low. That looks ridiculous. Wait, is the rear end like fully glitched in now? I'm gonna have a look now. Yeah, the rear end is like properly glitching out. Maybe increase my camber for the rear slightly, so it doesn't like... It doesn't like dip into the thing. Oh, that was great. That was really funny looking. Oh wait, whoops. Tone car. Let's go to alignment. Give it slightly more camber. Just maybe to that point. Oh, I think it's fixed it actually. It doesn't clip into the actual side. Yeah, it's fixed it. That is mad looking. That is one of the lowest cars we've had in the game. I'll still get a little bit of clipping though. The front end looks good, but the rear end is so much clipping going on. Oh my god. It's the one thing you can't do. I wish that you could just go into this and then change the track width or change the upgrades on your car, but you can't. Okay, what about an extra half a degree? Is that gonna make a difference? I'm literally doing this just so I can take a photo of this thing. Okay, that's better. That is perfect. It's fairly quick. Oh my god, it's really quick actually. Kind of hard to forget that this thing has over 1,000 horsepower like that. That is a mad looking car. That is a crazy looking car. Look how low it is. I've had a few pictures taken like this for the thumbnail for some of my videos, but oh my god. That looks insane. That is mad looking. Jesus. I can like make this, I can literally like make a trailer with this car, like this. It looks absolutely mental. That is so low. Wow. Well, that is what the new Flying Spur looks like once you do all this stuff to it. I really wanted to do this, just immediately as soon as I saw that this guy was getting added to the game, I was like, I'm doing this with it. 100%. I've done it to the Bentley Turbo Aura as well, and it looked really, really clean. And yeah, I think a bunch of other cars as well, but like this is just lovely. It looks really, really good. Very low like this. It's a bit stupid, but it looks really good and clean. Anyway, let me know if you've done anything else to this car, if you've used it for drifting, and also let me know your thoughts on the game absolutely shafting us in the detailing of this thing. See, the interior like this looks fine, and then you you can't look at the backseat, but if you were to like look at the backseat through Forza Vista, you see how awful it looks on the inside. But apart from that, the rest of the detail, especially on the outside, it actually looks really, really good. Alright, anyway, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.